When free universal primary education was introduced in 1997, it led to the highest school enrollment rates ever in the country, but has since been criticized for low-quality education and poor grades among pupils. More than 10 years later, the problem still persists despite the government pumping in more money and even offering free O-level secondary education. In secondary school, performance is still poor and many schools are still ill-equipped. Now, 4 years after USE was introduced, this year's budget has proposed an allocation of 58.8 billion to kickstart free A-level education, with another 20.3 billion as capitation grants. While educationalists welcome the development, doubts still linger about the government's failure to address the quality of the learning process.
Even if you give so much money for infrastructure, what happens in that infrastructure matters more, and research has shown that infrastructure per se does not change quality of education.
Education analysts criticize the government for its overemphasis on numbers of children who go to school at the expense of what they are taught and the welfare of the teachers who are supposed to teach them.
The issue is the teacher, the educator, the trainer must be able to do their job. They have two key complaints: not being able to meet their personal basic needs, but also the skills, retraining, updating their competencies. I did not hear anything about it.
Our teachers don't only need the extra salary, but they need to be trained. I deal a lot with the teachers, and I feel there is a lot that we must get our teachers to understand, to enhance them, to make them more able to develop a child in front of them.
In neighboring Kenya, the government dedicated 840 million Kenya shillings for the needy students bursary scheme, an equivalent of about 2.3 billion Uganda shillings, and is to introduce sanitary towels to cater for children in schools. Here in Uganda, the failure to address the reproductive health needs of girls in upper primary is one of the reasons for the high dropout rates and absenteeism. But experts think it's the least of the worries.
There are other matters that need to be tackled, like the repetition rate, like the undue or illegal fees being charged, the harsh languages and corporal punishment. Are you getting me? You know, those send the children away from school more than anything else.
Instead, they suggest a feeding program in schools is a very high priority that should have been addressed in order to keep children in school longer for effective learning to take place. Another is the proposed university students' loan scheme that has been shelved until the next financial year. Isabel Nakiria, NTV.